Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out some more Tower of God Webtoon, and I'm filming this immediately after the last video, maybe. Okay, maybe I need to know what happens with Wangnan because okay, so there were so many things that happened. There was a bunch of stuff going on in the last chapter, and all of it has been like thrown from my brain because we ended off with Wangnan glowing. His hair is glowing, it's all white, and then the knife that he has that he got from Kun is all glowing, and then he said like something about like brother, like long time no see brother to Hokkien, and there's like a hint that Vincent has said that someone has already decided to collab with him out of the siblings, and I need to know what happens. Okay, I need to understand what's going on. So here we are. I want you to know what my brain power is going to be like going into this, because I was flabbergasted at the end of the last chapter, and I'm just like diving right in because I'm like, I need to know what's going on. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, this is where we ended. This is where you just left me hanging. Yes, how come? Good things. Daniel's just lurking. I'm sorry, David, okay, you're not participating. How on earth did you borrow his body? Also, like the shading on this art, dang. Okay, sorry, freaking out, man. No, look, fine, cool, there are other story plot lines happening. What's going on with Wangnan? David, sorry, there's a David and there's a Daniel, and I'm like, my brain is already glitching. Apparently we're supposed to be able to find people at some point if they're trying to keep everybody separate, but what's Rock doing? What mission is he on? Impossible, I don't know, just like difficult. Yeah, the team that is going to be with Hokkien is like a little more worrisome. Make a shortcut. Boy's got a point. There was no rule that said we couldn't have property damage. Poe's like, what? Dang, he's just like, let me rearrange this a little bit so it benefits me. I'm like, we're not breaking the rules technically. They're like, that's not what's freaking me out right now. Yes, how did you borrow his body? How does that work? Why does that work? Yeah, did we like switch, I guess? If David was in the knife and then we've swapped out, perhaps? Unless we know that there's magic where multiple souls can exist within a singular body, so I guess there's also that. Me here being like, why, how? And I'm like, that's probably part of the magic that they learn to become white, right? Wangnan is just running into these, just running into them, so it's possible. Oh yeah, no, there is one person who may be able to figure it out. Forgot about the shady deals. Yeah, you might be in a little bit of trouble. Ooh, they're like, why don't you laugh? Because we had it before where Hokkien was asking him that. Dang. He's got to stack the deck a little bit. And like Daniel's like, it's not because I'm actually loyal. It's just because I get something out of it. Ooh, shady. Of course that's the code. He's so predictable. And yet, I don't know, we didn't actually see anything. Ooh, dang, the artwork popping off in the recent ones. I brought it up like before. I was like, we're getting like some new stuff. There's an extra like polish to it, but like the shading going on in some of these last couple of chapters. Dang. Also, there's like a little bit of irony of someone like Hokkien who's I will become a god saying using the Lord's name in vain. There's something amusing in that particular sequence of events. Also, I like your cool glasses, my guy. Yes, we're trying to break the jar. And then there's this standoff happening. Daniel's just chilling. I like how unbothered he is. He's, oh, Hokkien just found out that I have made some kind of betrayal, that I'm not as loyal as I might seem. And he was just snacking and observing. Dang. I wasn't expecting Hokkien to actually take damage. Okay, so we got a deal of, hey, we won't become part of this anymore. We'll be individuals. There's a lot going on. Seems a lot of turmoil within this family, all the way back to their father. You sound a little desperate there. Yeah, there's some desperation and there's some craziness going on. Did we just like, because there's like a smirk there. What? Yeah, what? Ooh, I love the like shadow and you see his mouth and then the laughing. Of course he lied. Why wouldn't he lie? To get what he wants. Again, don't make deals with demons. Ooh, we're getting a bit of a reveal. That's terrifying. So Vincent, Anna, I'm assuming this is probably David. Albelda? Is that, or are you no, the bunny's there. Whom are you, creepy figure lurking? I don't need more nightmares. You accidentally found the old spell. Not a lot of coincidences going on. See, I was like, I didn't find the book. I don't trust in coincidences anymore. It's always a plan. There's always something going on. From the ancient demon himself. Just thinking it was sulfur smell. Yeah, no, I get you. Ooh, I was gonna say, is it the guy? Is it like the creature that Bomb was talking to? Interesting. Again, we had a similar wording in the way that Hokkien was talking about power. Interesting to have like his words were just as sweet as perfectly ripe fruit. Makes me think of Garden of Eden, right? Bringing in that imagery, demon, temptation, power, corruption. Yeah. The idea that like it has to be Hokkien then because the source of the great power is within him and it's not like a deal that the other ones have made. Like, I am a sinner. Ooh, they'll please do not forgive me. Interesting. Oof. Yeah, no, good question. What is that? Anna, are we absorbing them? Wait, hang on. We had them all in one place, right? Uh-oh. Yeah, is it starting? Was that also part of Daniel's plan? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, Wangnan, remember when you were like, hey, it'd be really bad if they all came together again? Oh, perhaps not. He looks shook at. Oof, Vincent's still there. It was fun. You got stabbed. Ooh, and the like darkness leaking into the design, right? Like this huge bursting light and then having the darkness leak in, and also the crown that we had before. Lots of that imagery when we're talking about white. So I'm assuming that we have merged the power in some way, or we have taken some more of the power. He's almost complete now. So maybe we took David and Anna because Vincent's still there. And there's still one more, I guess. Even if we did absorb all of them, if it is Vincent that was also absorbed, there was the mystery figure lurking. So yeah, do not engage with all of that madness going on. I guess like, is it still there? Anna has been absorbed to some extent. I don't know anymore. I'm just here for the ride. Just had a second there. I had to take a deep breath before I got into the next chapter. I was like, I need to just recalibrate a little bit. Yeah, do not engage. No, you think there's something going on? Great deduction there. Girl, I don't even know. The whole thing of like, is he veal there? Is he bum? I just call him bum because I think it's cute. Choose your player. That sounds like doubt. We can't have that kind of thought here. If he is like a Slayer nominee, then he is also supposed to be killing your family in some way. Like he's supposed to be going after you. Maybe don't feel super safe around him, even though that's not his like interest. Interesting question of aren't you afraid? Yeah, I do like that here. She's like, I am, so let's hurry up. But like the smile, can't see his eyes though, so he's definitely hiding some stuff. But also like the reason that he's rushing so much is because he is afraid. He's worried about what will happen. But he's using it to motivate him as opposed to paralyze him from doing anything. Sparkled is one word. It was a giant angelic light of some kind. Not her heckling the broadcast. Mess this place up. Don't we already have some kind of deal? I guess you have just been like standing there watching for a while. No, there's nothing ordinary going on anymore, I don't think. I don't know why they want to compete. There's so much going on with Foog. I don't even know anymore. Dang, these two going back and forth. A little bit. I'd be worried too, Daniel. I'd be worried too. I think Sachi's okay. Yeah, no, I think something bad's about to happen too, but didn't... Okay, so it's like Anna gone? In which case, why was Vincent still there to some capacity? You did walk into that whole sass of being like, hey, shouldn't you laugh more? I'm just checking if there's still two of them on the ground. Yeah, I mean, him being like, hey, I have a deal with this like demonic force that's like the source of my power, or like true power or whatever, is a little bit different than the rest of them, right? But not Bomb. So we at least have one more to keep away. Oh, so we're just gonna kill off a bunch of souls again. Didn't that get us in trouble last time? Oh, so we're just being threatening again. I don't think you're gonna do well, Daniel, honestly. I think you're pretty powerful, but this is, yeah, no, this is not gonna turn out well for you. Ooh, they're like, just wait for me in hell with Rowan? Dang. He's a lot, isn't he? I'm gonna chill out. There's so much going on. I don't even know where to start. Weren't they? I don't even know. Hookeen's on his side. That's pretty much it. Because I gotta find out what's happening. The curiosity was getting to them. Probably. Kindred to some extent, right? They've been through a lot. After he was like, I don't even want to see them, right? Like not caring if they get killed. He's like, I don't even want to see them anymore. And then now you have them being like, hey, we're gonna stand up for you. It's gonna be a little rough. Again, I don't like your chances. Ooh, are we threatening the weak link now? We don't want to fight all of them? Hokeen does like to have followers, right? He likes to have people to do stuff for him as opposed to just doing it all himself. He can't do any of it himself. Like, he needed his siblings. He needed to trick them in order to get power. He needed to make a deal with someone else to get power. He needed to absorb other people's souls to get power, right? Hokeen doesn't have any of that on his own. My brain just went, like Rachel. Hey, list of people I got beef with who don't seem to be able to do stuff unless they've got a lot of help from other people. From tricking them and taking their power and like utilizing connections. It's a bit of a crossover there. The crazy deal. Even Akka's, I beg your pardon. Ooh, the shading there. Okay, she did sacrifice herself, but that was one person for many and not many for one. And also I feel like that's gonna mess with Daniel's head a little bit if he like loses more people because they sacrificed their lives to save him. Really? Just like that, you're like, sure, I guess like the guilt, the regret. He has a bunch of regret for not intervening. Interesting. Wasn't expecting him of all of them to step forward. Dang, the like pause there of I'll trade my life. We got a pause, we got a whole panel, and then no. Great use of lining up the panels, but also like stone cold. Oh, hey, look who showed up. Way to introduce them. We got a new player in the game. I still have the Mr. White. So polite, always remembers his manners. But if we're gonna talk about somebody who understands where your power is from, it's gonna be Mom. Oh, hey. Hi. We got another showdown happening. Hey, Rachel girl. Kun already fired the warning shot. He was like, if we ever end up going up against each other again, I'm not pulling punches. I'm not playing nice. And you know what? Bomb's not here to watch anything. Bad idea. I like Kun's like inconvenience, but also luck, coincidences, stuff going on, strings being pulled. Oh yeah, and this is the guy that was like the swordsman that is obsessed with her, right? Rematch. Good luck, girl. I don't believe in your odds. He's like on phase too. He's like, whatever. And she's like very serious about this. Good luck. There's nothing else. She's confident, even when maybe she shouldn't be. I'm glad I at least got some closure on what was going on with Wangnan and just made some connections in my head where I was like, how is this happening? I'm like, it makes sense, like if they have some kind of spell that allows them to have multiple souls within them, but also there's the whole like knife thing where people are like absorbed into it or whatever. Again, wibbly wobbly magic stuff, right? Magic was thrown at me and now I just have to accept that there's gonna be some other weirdness added to the like system of how this goes. Crazy though. I need Wangnan to be okay, especially after being possessed and then having the spirit like ripped out of him and absorbed into another being. That just seems like there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with that. Interesting that like Vincent's body is there, but it seems like Anna's isn't. Not sure what that's about. Maybe we'll get an explanation of some kind. I'm assuming we will. Very worried about the whole Joaquin has gotten all of the souls except for one. So I feel like we're going to have to be introduced to whoever that is, the lurking entity in the background of that one panel. But I think that it's really interesting that we had that kind of setup in the previous chapters, me being like, hey, that's very much in line of the wording that Joaquin is using as that like true power that Baum was talking to and the conversation that they had. And then having this where it's like, it's basically the same thing. If it's not like the same entity, like manifesting for both of them in a very similar way. And like Joaquin very much looking like he was the one who was like, I'm going to take this deal. I'm going to take the power that is offered to me right away. Whereas like Baum was like, that's not actual power though. That's not what that really is. That comes from a place of fear as opposed to like power and strength and courage. So I feel like if anyone is actually going to be able to go up against Joaquin, not just in terms of like power level, right? It's not going to just be like brute strength. It's going to be, if anyone is going to understand what Joaquin's power is, it's going to be Baum once he like connects all the dots, right? To be like, oh, this is what the source of your power is. I've already dealt with that. I understand where that comes from. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic is going to end up with those two facing off. And also, hey, I'm always ready for Kun to put Rachel in her place. I'm just assuming that's gonna happen. Maybe I will have to eat those words, but playing nice last time and he like just dusted her in the previous game. I'm excited to see him just unleash all of his power and cunning and see what he can bring to the table now that he's already given his warning and Baum ain't there to see nothing. So it's only whoever gets out of this word that is like the truth. So excited to see what is going to be happening in the next few chapters as we bring a bunch of stuff together that has been built up so much over the last, I don't even know how many chapters anymore. It doesn't matter, for a while. But I hope you enjoyed reading that along with me. You can click this play, it's good to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to me next time I post a Tower of God reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.